What's a text you sent by accident that changed your entire life? I'm a barista shift lead at a coffee chain, and I'd been quietly obsessed with a regular customer named Priya for months. She came in every weekday at 8:15, always ordered a cortado, always had headphones in, but somehow still hummed along to whatever was playing over our speakers. Slightly off-key. In this way, I found unreasonably charming. The problem was, I'd never said more than cortado for Priya to her in 8 months of pulling her shot. One night, after a couple of glasses of wine and a truly unearned surge of confidence, I sat on my couch scrolling through old photos and decided it was time to draft a message to my roommate. Okay, I'm actually doing it tomorrow. I'm telling Priya I like her. She's perfect, and if I chicken out, you're allowed to make fun of me for the rest of my life. I hit send, feeling like a man with a plan, and fell asleep on the couch. 15 minutes later, I woke up to 31 notifications and a low, creeping sense of dread. Instead of my roommate, I'd sent it to our store's shared staff group chat. All 11 employees, including my manager, had already responded. The thread was a chaotic mix of flame emojis and someone offering to cover my shift for moral support. Worse, someone had tagged Priya's name in a joke reply, not realizing, or maybe realizing exactly, that she occasionally got looped into our group chat during event planning. My stomach dropped somewhere near my shoes. I considered calling in sick indefinitely and possibly changing my identity. Instead, I had a 6 a.m. opening shift. Walking into the store that morning felt like walking onto a stage mid-performance. 2 coworkers stopped restocking cups just to watch me clock in. Denise, who worked the register, whispered, "Here comes Romeo," loud enough for the whole back room to hear. My manager, Tobias, leaned against the pastry case with his arms crossed, visibly delighted. "Well," he said, "that's certainly one way to build team morale." Then Priya walked in at 8:15 sharp, exactly on schedule, and the entire store seemed to hold its breath. She ordered her cortado like nothing had happened, but her eyes kept flicking toward the espresso machine, where I was very intensely steaming milk I didn't need to steam. Denise mouthed, "Say something," at me from behind the pastry case. I did not say something. By mid-morning, Tobias had turned it into a bit. During our staff huddle, he actually addressed it in front of everyone. "Before we go over today's promo, I just want to acknowledge someone's passion for this job, and apparently for one of our most loyal customers." The whole team laughed. I wanted the floor to open up. Denise started an unofficial betting pool on a sticky note behind the register. Even odds on whether I'd actually say anything to Priya before the end of the week. I found out about it because she taped it to the milk fridge where I'd definitely see it. Then around noon, Priya came back. Not for coffee. She walked up to the counter while I was elbow deep in restocking oat milk and said, "So, bold move last night." I nearly dropped the carton. My face went instantly, humiliatingly red. "You saw that," I managed. "The whole chat saw that," she said, but she was smiling. Denise sent me a screenshot an hour ago. Very flattering, by the way. Very specific about my humming. I wanted to disappear into the espresso machine. Instead, I somehow said something like, "In my defense, it was supposed to go to my roommate." "Clearly," she laughed. "Look, if you're actually serious, I'd get coffee with you. Somewhere that isn't here, ideally, so Denise can't narrate it live." I said yes so fast I nearly knocked over a stack of cups. We went out that weekend, and it turned out about as well as a story that starts with a group chat disaster can. 6 months later, we're still together, and my coworkers have never once let it go. Denise got us a mug that says, "Sent to the wrong chat, right person," for our anniversary. Tobias still introduces me to new hires as the guy who confessed his love to the whole store by accident. And the staff group chat now has a strict rule, instituted the same week, banning anything personal after 9 p.m.